Welcome back to Digital Devil Saga. Last time we defeated Vritra, Welcome back to Digital Devil Saga. Last time we defeated Vritra, Heat's new form. And now, I'll just let what happens next speak for itself.
The fluid that sustained Sarah has saved you as well. You should be able to wake up. It would be very easy to return to God right now. But you have an obligation to those whose lives you touched. I am Schrödinger. I'll use that name, as this world requires data to represent existence. All things in this world are composed of data. Human beings, you, myself, even the world itself. Data originates from God, and to God it returns. This is the cycle of the universe. Beyond this knowledge lies enlightenment. Understanding what is truly important. That is the sole reason this world exists, and you within it, you may not be able to understand yet. For now, let me show you the data you wish to see. I can do that in here.
How long are you going to keep this up? For crying out loud, Surf! She can't even live without that fluid!
That's why you'll never surpass me. Since when did people start expecting science to be humane? To study the body, you cut it open. To study the mind, you isolate it by crushing the heart. Historically, that's how science has advanced.
I talked with the sun for 2 whole minutes today.
You did great, Sarah.
You'll really let me go on a boat if I can talk for 10 minutes?
I promised, remember?
That guy's scary. Surf.
A fully cohesive virtual world?
Number 19 created it outside of our knowledge. Not only that, but also AI programs with fully functional virtual egos.
It's a worthless, sentimental playhouse she created for self-consolation. It's sickening.
This is incredible. I'll draft the proposal immediately.
You can't! Her mental and emotional stress is off the charts. She's aging at an accelerated rate. We can't risk pushing her even farther.
Is this true?
Don't be concerned, Colonel Beck.
There's an error in Samsara's data circulation system. Code 8081454.
Aborting stages 2 through 5.
These EEG readings are all wrong. Her condition's critical.
She should last a bit longer. Inject the stimulant.
Can you hear me, Sarah? Hang in there. We're almost done.
That's enough!
Don't be a hypocrite.
You wanted to learn about God, didn't you? That's why you joined. If Sarah dies, we move on to the next child. If that child dies, we use another. That's how it works.
Honestly, we shouldn't be wasting time on trivial arguments. I think we're both better than that.
You're really something, you know that? You can't just manipulate people to do whatever the hell you want!
Oh, can't I now? Simple, huh? The human heart is a machine. We can predict the outcome of any action. Considering my goal is God's power, people are just tools.
The truly good prince was struck by a fatal blow from the truly evil prince. But before he could complete his plan, the princess collapsed in front of the tragically slain body and sank into deep sadness. Her heart was overcome with despair, and that power called forth great destruction. Thusly, the world fell under a terrible darkness.
Her sadness angered God. Contaminated by the rush of data, the man became a demon. He devoured those around him and was eventually killed.
She spent 5 years here, sealing her heart shut. Her paradise became hell. She dreamt for a long time about you. Your original traits may reflect her perception of us. However, you are different now.
There you are! What did you do to me? Sarah. Where is Sarah?
You and I are dead. Accept it. We must join the circulation of data and await the end.
You're lying! I can't be dead! You fool! I have the power of God!
Sarah, where?
Now, defeat these phantoms and break free from the past. And release my other self as well.
Never has this theme been better used in my mind. We are fighting real Varna and fake Varna. This one representing the real Sir Sheffield, who was in fact a manipulative abuser who just wanted to use Sarah to harness the power of God himself and didn't care how much he hurt her. And this represents the artificial Surf that Sarah created in her mind. The complete misconception that became its own person. The idea of him being a kind man who even loved her. But the Surf we know now is neither of these two. And now he has to prove that. Surf has whatever skills he had on him when he left the party previously. However, for this fight, we have... You'll see after I make a move. We have... this version of Heat, a phantom version of the Heat O'Brien, yes, that's his actual name, from the real world. A scientist on the project who couldn't condone the way Sarah was being treated. Unfortunately, her being just an innocent young child, her obsession with Surf, and seeing Heat act angry, she got the misconception that Heat was genuinely a nasty person who desired Sarah all for himself. And that is how the Heat of the Junkyard came to be. I said a while back that there's a reason why Heat does that to Sarah. Well, yeah. Essentially, these Heat and Surf from the Junkyard were Sarah's fanfiction creations. But, okay, yeah, this guy has a fixed moveset, and he has great healing as well as revival, so you don't really need to worry too much. He's going to try and carry you through this fight, but let's go for a Skull Cleave on the fake one. But yeah, he's basically here to be a Jagan for this. It's not a particularly difficult fight overall. It's more of a symbolic thing than anything. It's a facing yourself moment. I could even power charge Heat if I wanted to. And I said a long time ago, during a Persona 3 stream actually, that Yuri Lowenthal voices somebody in this game who is technically a massive spoiler. Well, yeah, now I can explain who it is. It's the real Surf. It wasn't just bit part Karma Soldiers they pay Yuri Lowenthal for. Now the question is, which one of them deserves to get hit by the power charge attack more? Or I can go for the Key Blast, though this is a little inaccurate. No, it did hit both of them, nice. Yeah, see, the real Surf hated Heat, but, yeah. Also, we finally understand the true meaning of the fairy tale about the good prince and the evil prince. Surf was truly the evil prince all along. Or at least the real one. And he was actually the good prince. He was just looking out for Sarah's best interests. Yeah, go away, you simp. We don't need you anymore. Let's see. I'm being a little overly cautious in this fight, but I don't want to botch this, obviously. It's a good story moment. Also, we get to see some more dialogue from them. I also love the symbolism of the fact that neither of these two resemble our Surf's demon form. Showing that, again, he is neither of them. He's gone beyond them. Let's Skull Cleave the Evil Prince. It's also pretty satisfying to see this guy just screaming about the fact that he just can't accept his own death. I don't know, there's just something satisfying about villains who do that. Still not down yet, but as long as I have the real heat healing, shouldn't be too bad. So yeah, I have never seen a piece of media also deconstruct a love triangle so brutally as this. And yeah, it's a good thing because, again, mentally Sarah is like, yeah, it's wrong on so many levels, but it is entirely, it's all based on genuine abuse from the real Surf, along with Sarah's own misconceptions. Yeah, it's kind of fitting that he misses there. But I almost want to take down this one first. So let's see if we can do that. Yep, there goes fake Varna. Now it's just time for you to accept your fate. I'll talk more about who Argilla was in that whole deal later. Well, I mean, we know now she was a nurse who was attending to Sarah, and she was pretty much fully under Surf's thumb, like most people at the facility. Also, the ship dungeon, that came about because of Sarah's desire to go on a ship because of the real Surf's false promises. And that's implicitly what Destinyland was too. Also, 80,000 karma. I'm just gonna let this play out, because this is always funny to watch. I wish more party members who temporarily leave got this. Often they get auto-leveled as like a quality of life thing, but like, I like the fact you actually get to see the auto-leveling play out here. Oh, I have 36 points of stats to allocate. Why, thank you, game. I will very much relish this opportunity. So how much do I need to max out your magic? There we go, magic is max. Let's shove the rest into vitality.
I'm not finished yet.
What the?
Surf?
Yeah, he's straight up Hercules that.
Surf.
It is you!
Who else could it be? Surf wouldn't die. That'd be too easy. Well, now do you see where I stand?
And here is, I believe, the final choice across both the games. So if you've made all the right choices up until this point, choosing I do will lock in something for the final dungeon. Not for now, but for the final dungeon. Selecting this will get you something a little different, and I will be showing both outcomes later on.
Then let's finish this. Where it all began.
Wow, I wish we could data teleport like that.
Please stop, you two!
This is all my fault. There's no reason to...
They'll work this out. On their own.
There are those who find identity in battle. For them, fighting may lead to salvation. Let him go.
You couldn't get through here before. Just a few more floors up.
You're too damn slow. I almost fell asleep. Sorry. We'll have to settle this later. You killed me. Understand? You're the one who has to protect Sarah now. Don't let go of her. I did it. I made my choice, and I lost. I don't regret.
Some stuff happened, and the machine broke. I'm sorry, Fred.
So then...
There's still hope. I remember they were conducting some experiments in a facility far away from here. If it's still functional.
We still couldn't reach it. There isn't time.
I think we can still make it if we take an airplane. I will go to the sun myself and ask God to return Earth to normal.
You can do that?
I haven't tried before, but I'll send my data.
How will you return?
I won't return. And that's why I'm going alone. It's my responsibility.
Sarah, I am hurt.
Why?
Because you aren't asking me to help with negotiations.
Oh, this is cute! Looks like you're pretty insecure beneath all that seriousness. You can't be reasoning with God, bro. Maybe I could show him some jamming Latin rhythm, yeah? Oh, yeah, baby. Dig it?
I'm sure you would only anger him.
Really? Then why don't we see which one of us can convince God first?
Agreed.
Well then, Sarah, looks like you'll need to make reservations for 3 more.
Thank you, everyone.
And now, both Surf and Sarah are in the party. They have the same weakness, which can be problematic. But they both have similar guns, they can each equip their own karma rings, and they can equip different sets of skills if you want. When Surf levels up, you can freely allocate all his stats, but you can't do the same for Sarah, so they will diversify their stats as they continue to level. But we can also choose to have them specialize in different mantras if you want, and I would recommend branching them both out. So, Sarah's currently working on Mind Charge, Surf would be great with that, but again, I would recommend branching out. And yes, we are controlling Surf in the field now, but it is important to talk to everyone in most locations, because this is where you get a little bit more clarification on exactly what was going on. The Nirvana everyone imagined was a world that she created before the junkyard. I created friends using the images of people who I knew and cared about. They told me to erase everyone when I created the junkyard, but I couldn't do it. Yeah, it's not her fault. So, essentially what happened was that she based Surf and Heat off of those two scientists, Argilla off that nurse. Cielo will find out in a moment. Gale, well, at this point it's pretty heavily implied that Gale was Jenna Angel's lover, and for that reason, Sarah probably saw him at some point. And that's why I said earlier that Gale's kind of being like a dad to Sarah, because in a way he's kind of her stepdad. But then Colonel Beck found that and decided to use it as a training program for AIs, and my guess is that Surf somehow gaslit Sarah into going along with that plan, and yeah, that's how the junkyard came to be. How she created that entire virtual world herself was probably something to do with her cyber shaman powers and being hooked up to God, but yeah, she was told to erase all of the former friends she made for herself, but yeah. Also, that scene in DDS1, that seems to be a flashback of Sarah going to the beach with everyone.
Today we all came here to the beach.
Oh, come on, that was boring. Spice it up a little. Like this. Hey there, this is Sarah. The ocean makes me feel so free. Like that, you know?
Stop messing around, you guys.
Idiot, you're blocking me. Get your damn mop head out of the way. Oh, you want a piece of me? Come on. Oh, dumb bastard.
Let's go,
come on.
guy. Come on.
Stop acting like children. Guys, we're still recording. Hey, come join the rest of us.
That was also a lie. That was all part of her fantasy world. But now we've become our own people. Even those who decide to give their lives. So yeah, this is why I said ages ago that Varren/Colonel Beck did not actually have all the info. Yeah. Can't believe that such a sleazebag like Heat was modeled after a decent person. And yeah, you'd be right at home in Persona 5. But yeah, the whole situation, I just find this really fascinating, that essentially, all of us originated as basically Sarah's fanfiction characters come to life. Yeah, that's hinting at an optional thing that just opened up. I'll deal with that in the next video. because we get the rest of the story at the administrative district. Specifically one part of it that's very important. Well, it's important to me. Yeah, that's explaining stuff that we already knew. Well, or at least we could already figure it out. But yeah, we have become much more than just that fantasy now. We are our own person. And this is why I think it is justified that Surf is a silent protagonist, because Sarah barely knew anything about the real Surf. In her mind, he was just a complete blank slate who had no personality beyond being devoted to her. So, before the Cyber Shaman project began, there were telepathic ability tests. A lot of talented children went mad and died. I remember this one really bright kid from South America or the Caribbean or something. He was an early shaman candidate. Yeah, I wonder if that kid is standing right here. So, that's where Cielo came from. That's who his original self was. He was another one of the Cyber Shaman candidates, and that's why I said all the way back in DDS1 that his accent was a plot point. Now, what's interesting about Cielo is that in the Quantum Devil Saga novelization, you don't get to see Gale's original human basis, but you do see Cielo's, and it's the reverse in the game. Also in the novelization, it's revealed exactly how the original Cielo died. His internal organs exploded when he tried to connect with the EGG. As horrifying as it is, I like to imagine that detail is still canon to this version of the story. So yeah, the Karma Society wasn't always this repressive regime. That only happened due to the apocalypse, and Margot Cuvier kinda had good intentions in making it that way, she just took them way too far. Well, maybe, but I'm sure the demons would have found them and hunted them down eventually. We still don't entirely know Jenna Angel's motives in all this, but we have a better grasp on things now. I want to check out the underground city because, well, firstly, to show something. Yeah, the little girl who let us play the Cielo shoot-'em-up game, she's gone. Wait, hang on, I don't think I... Oh, okay, I don't think I've actually done this before, but yeah, there's actually a bit of backstory to that guy. He's one of the Loco Parlor members in demon form. Hopefully he doesn't get hungry and try to eat people. And what have you got to say? Yes, good business means doing whatever you can to support your customers, even in the apocalypse. Do I have any flowers I can sell? Oh, I actually have quite a few. Yeah, let's sell both these jasmines. And that gave us 6,000, because selling counts. Rank 6. They did promise some more unlimited use items for that. First of all, let's sell this Sakura. So yeah, now we have access to the Graven Image, which is an infinite use diorama. We can also buy medical tools. We can also buy the Chakra Elixir, which is an infinite use 50 MP heal. It's very, very expensive though. At this point, I think I'd rather spend this money on mantras. Oh, we can also buy the Al-Azif. Death, low odds, all reusable. Essentially an infinite use Mamudo. And here's the thing, I actually kind of want to buy some magic reeds, because that might make the amazing encounter show up, like, more often. I just want to get as many encounters as possible, because I freaking need that quiz encounter. Although, just because I'll get some Estoma sprays too. We're going to be backtracking through some earlier dungeons next part. Also, if we check our points, we need 8,259 points for the next rank. Oh, right, that's the top rank. That will sell us the infinite use full revive item, the revival orb. Do you have any new karma rings? Yes, you do. SP Vital Ring, SP Quick Ring, and SP Luck Ring. Plus 9 to stats is pretty nice though, especially agility. Maybe I should grab these. Mostly for the points, but also for completion. Yeah, that boosts our points quite a bit. Yeah, Sarah's had a pretty awful life, but hopefully once we get through all this and maybe convince God to stop, we can actually... Maybe she can have a normal life, I don't know. Won't it be hot? Well, yeah. I mean, if it wasn't a video game, we'd probably disintegrate before we got even close. I like how Fred's kind of concerned for Sarah at this point. Oh, wow, that's actually interesting to know that Sarah is kind of dying right now. I guess she can't really survive for long outside of the EGG's fluid. Well, I mean, Angel's pretty closely connected to everyone with the project, so doesn't surprise me she managed to get through. It's kind of cool that Sarah tried to completely stop the demon virus, but instead I think she settled on projecting herself into the world so that she could at least sing her song to stabilize it. Of course, it seems like she didn't really have any memories of her human life once she got in there. I mean, no, they're not crushed. Jenna Angel's still out there. And yeah, both Margot Cuvier and Jenna Angel wanted Sarah, but for different reasons. Yes, pull that whole Hercules versus Hydra thing. Second time I'm referencing that. I mean, that's true. I mean, I don't know if we can somehow find some kind of cure to it via Sarah's song. I mean, yeah, if we're actually going there, we might be able to find some data for a cure. Yeah, we do know that Jenna feels great hatred towards all humanity, and that's definitely a big part of why she's doing what she is. That's like the whole theme of Persona 3. CLO predicted Persona 3. No wonder he's one of my favorite characters in this game. Oh, I think I missed this dialogue on my first playthrough. I don't remember the subplot taking this turn. Just want to check out if anyone has anything to say in these other areas of the world too. Yeah, it seems like she's trying to, as speculated by, I think, Sarah earlier, she wants to speak to God, but she doesn't want to stop the virus, she wants to do the opposite. Oh, this is actually really, really, really important as well, and quite easy to miss. Yeah, not a Yuri Lowenthal voice cat, what's up with that? Who can somehow go between the junkyard and the real world, and show us memories of things that happened 5 years ago? Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you know, because it is a cat, I suppose. Yeah, it seems like Surf's the only one who can hear him speak, too. Well, yeah, that cat's always been very strange. You are officially the worst. Even though you're a Karma Society member, that you have crossed the line. Surf was responsible for the Cyber Shaman's mental stability. Yeah, how'd that turn out? Yeah, heat monitored her physical health, so I guess that kind of, was why he got so concerned for her, because he realized just how badly the experiments were harming her. Huh. Yeah, it is interesting just how much of this exposition is left to NPCs. Like, you're gonna miss a lot of story context if you don't, make the NPC rounds at this point. So, processing dome. I don't even know what an airport is! I'm not sure they really want to do that at this point. Yeah, unfortunately, these Lokapala members are all NPCs in an RPG, so they are useless to us. Are you saying it's a disused airfield 10 miles south of Casablanca? Sorry, that's a reference only I'm gonna get. It's to a Thunderbirds movie that I watched as a kid that was pretty funny. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to confront her soon. Oh, now the laboratory dome's description's changed again. Facility transformed due to data overflow. Oh. Yet more deep philosophy with Gale. It is a very interesting question, though. Yeah, I remember a lot of people took several things for granted back when, you know, stuff went down in 2020. But imagine if something like that happened without electricity. It's just, yeah. I blame the education. I mean, there's a lot of problems with educational systems in real life, but I'm sure the educational system in this world is far worse, at least for Karma Society people. Exactly. This right here is a product of the Karma Society's educational system. Or, you know, you played Minecraft. Yeah, I do think it's pretty hard to actually, like learn how to do that whole thing of starting fires. Yeah, Surf didn't even know that, so yeah, imagine how he would have reacted when they told him. Huh. Well, on that note, I'm gonna head back to the laboratory dome. And now that we're at the aftermath, next time, we're gonna be doing side content for the first time. Yeah, weird, huh? But this is when the first official side quest opens up, and it's the only one in DDS2 outside of the final dungeon. At this point, 3 optional bosses are going to appear all over the world. One of them is inside this very facility. And next time, we'll be taking on all 3 of them, along with the hidden 4th. It's time to fight the Angels. See you all next time for that.